Right now at noon, families in Texas and Oklahoma are sifting through the rubble after a night of deadly tornadoes.
We managed to dodge the bullet on that severe weather last night. We do have some strong storms in our forecast, though, and we're also live at Roper Kia Mitsubishi to showcase the new KOAM Skywatch Storm Tracker. We'll have more on this unique vehicle that we have in our fleet and more on the storms that we are tracking coming up.
And from clothing to gift cards, where you can snag a great gift for Dad this Father's Day.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Residents across Oklahoma and Texas are surveying the damage after severe storms sweep through the South. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Tanya Bach. Topping our first 7 minutes, deadly tornadoes and record rainfall across the South. In just minutes, a powerful tornado shredded homes in the town of Perryton, Texas, near the Oklahoma border. The twister left a mangled mess of mattresses and furniture behind. Emergency officials say at least 3 people were killed and more than 50 injured. 2 people are still missing. The Perryton tornado is one of 10 reported across the South, all part of a dangerous system that whipped up record rainfall, lightning, and powerful winds. In Lawton, Oklahoma, families are surveying the damage after a tornado and a heavy mix of wind and hail slammed the area. At last check, almost 500,000 customers were without power across the South. Well, you may have noticed we've added a new addition to the KOAM weather team, our Skywatch Storm Tracker. And today we're taking it on the road. Chris Warner joins us live in Joplin with the details and a first look at your forecast.
Yeah, we are live at Roper Kia Mitsubishi here in Joplin, North Range Line Road, just almost right across from North Park Mall. We've got our new Skywatch Storm Tracker. So take a look inside here. Trevor's going to come on up here, and I'm going to try and get out of the way. Check this thing out. This is a nice iPad linked directly to the Skywatch weather app. That way, when we're out in the field tracking storms, we've got the latest radar and information right here. We also have GoPros all around this vehicle that you can see out the front, you can see out the back, and when we have a meteorologist right here in the car, if someone's driving, we're over there tracking the storms, and we're going to be keeping you safe. On top of that, it's a pretty cool car. Check out these lightning decals. Now, I know it sounds kind of silly. I'm like, oh, it's just lightning decals. These actually are reflective, so that if we're out tracking storms after dark, you're able to spot our vehicle and keep us safe, keep you safe, and we'll be able to track storms any time of the year. We're not just talking severe weather, we're talking winter weather. When we have those dangerous road conditions, we'll track them so that you don't have to get out there and check it out for yourself. We have some thunderstorms still in our forecast as we head into this afternoon and into this evening. Right now, if we take a look at the MoDOT camera from 20th in range line in Joplin, you can see we're dealing with mostly cloudy skies across the area, but one thing we always say is a good deal is the traffic is moving, and that's always a good sign when traffic is moving. We take a look at the KDOT camera at 69 and East 520th Avenue, just south of Pittsburgh. Not so much traffic there right now, but still those cloudy skies. Skywatch Storm Tracker showing a little shower in Jasper County, a little heavier shower down in southern Ottawa County, parts of Delaware County. We're starting to clear out in some locations, and that's allowing some of us to warm up. And we've been seeing these showers carry on around the area since this morning, and we may see a few more as we go into the afternoon. Couple of those, as you can see, could be strong, maybe low-grade severe. We've got that low-end hail risk for some small hail and maybe some strong wind gusts as we head through the afternoon, mainly into southwest Missouri, northwest Arkansas. Yesterday, started the day out at a chilly 58, so not where we're supposed to be, but look at the high, right on the money, right exactly where it should be. Quick look at temperatures. Up where we're seeing more sunshine, 86 Iola, Yates Center, 84 Chanute. A little cooler down here in the clouds, 76 Pittsburgh, 77 Joplin, and 83 in Miami. As mentioned, we've got a few scattered storms possible as we head into the afternoon and evening hours here, and we've got a better chance of some strong, maybe severe thunderstorms tomorrow night. We'll take a look at that full forecast, and we'll speak with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy about this really wicked Skywatch Storm Tracker here in just a few more minutes. Tanya?
All right. Sounds like a plan, and you guys will be out there till 1 o'clock. Thanks, Chris. We'll see you in a few minutes. Well, Sunday is Father's Day. A national retail survey shows Americans plan to spend a record high $22 billion to celebrate this year. According to the survey, the top gifts for Dad are special outings, followed by clothing and gift cards. At John's Sports Center in Pittsburgh, manager Adam Garglietti says you don't have to spend a fortune to make Dad smile, and if the man in your life is a fan of fishing, he's got you covered.
Sure, around Father's Day to be the tackle section and the tackle assortment. There's so many different types of lures now, from swim baits to soft baits. It's amazing how the technology's changed, and it doesn't take long to spend $100. But the tackle department's something that can always be helpful and fill in that niche in the tackle box that maybe they didn't have.
And if you're a procrastinator, John's is open Saturday until 5:30 and Sunday from noon to 5. In Nation Watch, a cyber attack targets at least one government and multiple private agencies. U.S. Energy Department is caught up in the latest ransomware attack coming from overseas. Natalie Brand has the latest details from Washington, D.C.
At least one major U.S. government agency and several private institutions have fallen victim to cyber criminals who are demanding ransom for stolen data.
This criminal group has started to put the data that they extorted out on the dark web because they're trying to get companies to pay for it.
Targets include the Energy Department, as well as Johns Hopkins affiliated hospitals in Maryland and Florida, Georgia's statewide university system, the Minnesota Department of Education. Shell and British Airways were also hit in the global attack. The hackers infiltrated a popular file sharing app called Move It to gain access to the sites. Bob Gurley is the former chief technology officer for the Defense Intelligence Agency.
This Move It file transfer app is widely used because it makes securing data so convenient. It makes it easy to move data in a way that's encrypted.
Officials say a Russia-based cyber criminal gang called KOAM is behind the attack.
They never attack Russian targets. And the software they use, it seems to be configured to where it will not attack a system that uses a Cyrillic keyboard. Isn't that an interesting coincidence?
U.S. officials say there's no evidence the hackers coordinated their attack with the Russian government. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
So far, officials say U.S. military and intelligence agencies do not appear to be impacted by the breach. And that's a look at today's top stories and weather in our first 7 minutes. Up next on KOAM News at noon, a non-traditional employment is on the rise. Why the need for a work-life balance is changing the workforce. And later, we're making dinosaur ribs in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. The American workplace is changing. Between the pandemic, the Great Resignation, and corporate layoffs, many job seekers are now interested in non-traditional forms of employment. CBS's Danya Bacchus explains why independent professionals are increasing in the workforce.
When Danny Owens was laid off from his job this year, he immediately started looking for a new one and decided against traditional employment.
I'm freelancing for a couple different projects and/or brands, nothing full-time.
The creative producer is a part of a growing trend in the workforce referred to as independent professionals. A newly released freelance economic impact report shows there's an estimated 6.7 million independent professionals or freelancers in the U.S.
We're seeing a lot more demand for a different kind of work-life balance.
Siobhan Alders is with Fiverr, a job placement site for freelancers that is behind the research.
We're seeing a lot of people looking for more flexibility in the work that they're doing and more control. Being their own boss is important to them.
According to Fiverr, freelancers earned an estimated $286 billion in 2022, a nearly 10% increase from 2021. 80% of those surveyed say having multiple sources of income provides a greater security than relying on a single employer. And 34% looking for full-time work want to keep a side hustle even if they find a full-time role.
You get to kind of step in, do the project, finish it, and then leave, which can be like really great.
For now, Owens enjoys being able to pick and choose his jobs and isn't sure he wants to return to a 9-to-5 job. Danya Bacchus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The report also reveals women see a clear advantage to freelancing for a number of reasons, including working from home and avoiding the possibility of a toxic work environment. Still to come on the KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
Grab a stack of napkins because you're going to need them for the humongous ribs we're making today. The best part? you'll have the recipe in time for Father's Day.
We're live at Roper Kia Mitsubishi here in Joplin on North Range Line Road to showcase the new KOAM Skywatch Storm Tracker. We'll have more on that, plus our upcoming thunderstorm chances when... Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. So Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy here. He's not usually here at noon, but we've got something pretty special going on today. We've got the new KOAM Skywatch Storm Tracker, a fantastic vehicle. Yeah. So I think one of the biggest things is just how beneficial is this going to be for storm tracking in spring, summer, and winter?
Well, first off, I've been here 21 years this year, and I just got this, so I'm super happy. But I mean, obviously we want to thank Roper Kia for providing the vehicle, CDL for the wrap, but this is going to be great for us because we can put meteorologists in the field, and we can actually give you at home exactly what's going on. We can track storms, but not just severe weather. We're talking flooding, we're talking snow, we're talking all that wonderful stuff. So this is a huge big deal for us.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting to be able to get out there. Of course, it can be live in the field from wherever these things are going on, and we can track it on our radar with a GPS. So that's going to be phenomenal. And to help celebrate the car, we're doing something pretty special out here today.
We're at Roper Kia right now. We're only going to be out of here for about 45 minutes, but if you guys want to come out, you can meet us, you can look at the car, and we got free food. You can't beat free food.
Yeah, free food, of course, always excellent. Doug, thanks for joining us. Of course, Doug, Sam, and I will be here until 1 o'clock, as Doug mentioned. And thankfully, the storms, the rain, holding off for us out here. But we still have that possibility of a strong, maybe low-grade severe storm as we head into the afternoon and evening. So let's take a look at where that risk area is. Now, compared to this morning, it's been scaled back significantly, focused mainly into southwest Missouri, northwest Arkansas, but clipping the edges of southeast Kansas, northeast Oklahoma. And this is for maybe some small hail and some gusty winds with some of the scattered storms we could see. However, tomorrow is the day that we're still watching. We've been talking about Saturday for the last few days. We have that elevated risk still highlighted for a good portion of the area. Overall, the main hazard that we're looking at with these storms is going to be damaging straight line winds and some large hail. So that's something that we're going to have to keep a close eye on. So let's look down the road at what the expectation is. So here we are about 4 o'clock today. We're looking at mainly pop-up storms. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's hot, it's muggy outside, and we're getting these pop-up thunderstorms. So will everybody see thunderstorms today? Probably not. But if you do see a thunderstorm, there's the chance that it could be a little bit on the stronger side. So definitely keep an eye to the sky, keep the Skywatch weather app handy, and of course keep it here on KOAM. Now as we head into our Saturday, and even overnight tonight, we're going to have clearing skies. We're going to be mild tonight. We're going to be hot. We're going to be muggy. We're going to be sunny as we head through our Saturday. And then we go into Saturday evening. And we start to see some scattered storms in our northern counties, and here we are at about midnight, and you can see that big batch of thunderstorms out in southeast Kansas, stretching back down in northeast Oklahoma, and that's what's going to be bringing us our best chances for those strong to severe thunderstorms. And look at how quickly it moves, too. By 2 a.m., already getting into the eastern parts of southwest Missouri here as it races on out of there. And then we could see some additional thunderstorms back behind this Sunday morning. All right, MoDOT camera, 20th and Rangeline, looking good so far, but cloudy. Same from our camera at the KOAM studios just north of Crestline, and we're looking at cloudy skies, but not too bad over there from the KDOT camera at 69 and East 520th Avenue just south of Pittsburgh. Our camera, 7th and Rangeline, it's cloudy. There's a little bit of sun out here, and it's warm, it's muggy, 77, feels like 79. That dew point up there, 67, humidity's at 71%. We head over to Pittsburgh, we've got a little more sunshine. Not by much, but a little bit, but 77, feeling like 79 with that dew point up there at 68, humidity at 74%. Around the area, again, it's getting toasty, especially where you're seeing a little more sunshine. 86, Iola Yates Center, 84, Chanute, Nevada, sitting at 83, Chatopa, Miami, and a little cooler in Monette, sitting at 76. Still looking at highs today, right around the mid-80s, and we'll still have those scattered thunderstorm chances across the area through the afternoon and into the evening hours. By late evening, they'll start to clear on out of here, and we'll go back to mostly clear skies and mid-60s tonight. And again, ahead of tomorrow's storms, we're looking to be sunny, warm temperatures pushing near 90 degrees. Now, for our Father's Day, once those morning storms clear on out, we're going to get into the low 80s. We're looking pretty good for the second half of Sunday. And as we head toward the first day of summer, boy, it's going to be hot temperatures into the low 90s under partly cloudy skies. So again, we are out here, Roper Kia Mitsubishi, until 1 o'clock. We've got free food. You can meet Doug, Sam, and I, and we can tell you all about the new KOAM Skywatch Storm Tracker. Tanya?
It is a pretty cool car. Thanks, Chris. Stick around. We're making dinosaur ribs after the break. Well, thinking big for Dad this Father's Day, how about serving up some larger-than-life ribs? Howard shows us how to make his dinosaur ribs in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
I've got a question. How come on Mother's Day we try to come up with just the right thing to make for Mom so she doesn't have to cook, or we take her out? But on Father's Day, Dad's often the one doing the cooking. So here's a recipe to try out this weekend, no matter who's wearing the Kiss the Cook apron. They're beef ribs, which are big in size and huge when it comes to flavor. We begin by combining some ground cumin, dried oregano, and crushed thyme, along with a bit of chili powder, garlic powder, and some salt. After this gets mixed, we rub it over some beef ribs. And if you're not familiar with them, they're cut from above the prime rib, so they're really flavorful. After roasting them uncovered for about an hour, we'll slather them with some barbecue sauce, and back into the oven they go until they're super tender. The results are ribs that are so big, so tender, and so flavorful, you won't be able to stop eating them. Just make sure you have plenty of napkins. To get this recipe in time for Father's Day, all you have to do is visit our website and type in dinosaur ribs. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a monstrously big way for Dad to say, "Ooh, it's so good."
All right, well, you can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Here's a look at our 4-state market prices.
All right, we've got that possibility of a strong storm or two this afternoon. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, warm, mid-80s. 90 tomorrow. Better chances for strong to severe thunderstorms as we head into tomorrow night, say around 9, 10 o'clock, heading into early Sunday morning. The rest of our Father's Day looks great, partly to mostly cloudy, low 80s. And as we head toward the first day of summer, we're talking low 90s, partly cloudy skies. We want to remind you real quick, we're out here live at Roper Kia Mitsubishi to show off the new KOAM Skywatch Storm Tracker. Doug, Sam, and I all here, and we'll be here through 1 o'clock. You can see the car, meet us, and best part, get some free food while you're out here.
All right. Looks like they're having fun out there.
I think so, yeah.
It's a new toy. It's a fun toy for them to have.
And it's
a
kind of
serious
cool.
toy, yes.
Yes, it has a real purpose, but it's kind of cool to look at, too.
Yeah. What do we have coming up tonight at 5?
Well, at 5, less than half of men get the health screenings they need. In Health Watch, the effort to change that during this Men's Health Month. Plus, Southeast Kansas health professionals gather to discuss HIV and the impact on our community. And a celebration in Carthage as the first facade is complete under the city's improvement project. Hope you'll join us for those stories. A lot more, of course. It's all coming up today on KOAM News at 5.
All right, thank you, Down. Thanks for joining us for KOAM News at noon. We'll see you right back here at 5 o'clock.